Hello, I want to explain to you how you can create an action cluster as part of the GCTC cluster and supercluster catalog. The page I'm showing you here is the homepage for the GCTC work. And if you go there as gctc.opencommons.org, you should see this page. And if you want to take a look at the catalog, it's this link. Go to this link here, and you'll immediately be shown the superclusters that we have: city platform, energy, public safety, transportation, and wireless. And if you want to pick one of those, you will see information on the supercluster itself with a list of the action clusters. And you can pick one of those action clusters and you will be shown information about that action cluster. It's creating one of these documents in a way that it shows up correctly in the catalog that I want to show you in this video. So the first thing you need to do is to get the ability to edit these pages. And that is done by requesting an account, which is over here on the left, the fourth item down in the left-hand column. That says request account. Click on that and you will be given a form. That form is a Model form that allows you to create an account. Start by creating an account here. That will give you information that you can fill on. Your username. That's just a short name that you want to. That's your better to use your full name there, or a shortening of your full name, your email address, your password. Need you to re-enter your password to make sure we get it right, your first name and your last name, and then click on this reCAPTCHA item and click OK. Once you've done that, there will be a bit of a delay. We try to make sure that we know all the people who have edit access to the catalog. If you've already participated in the GCTC, then we will know and we'll be very happy to give you access. If not, please send me email through this link on this page and tell me what you're working on and a little bit of background on it. That will help us a lot. And then within a matter of hours, you should get access to the page, which will now mean that you can go to this link up here, and it'll say login in your case. Click on that, and you'll be asked to enter your username and password. As I say, the username should be as close to your real name as you can. It's very helpful for the rest of us. But if it's just your last name or your initial and your last name, that's fine too. So once you're logged in, you'll see these items pop up as being editable, or the full page as being editable. The easiest way to start to edit this is to go. I'm going to go back to the main page here, and just I'm going to add another tab here so as we can do this without messing around too much. Go to this creating an action cluster, and you'll see this video is linked here. And underneath it is the action cluster application form. If you click that, you will get content that is a Word doc, that is a document file, doc file. And you can edit this any way you want. What we've done here is created a basic form that you can fill in. We would ask that you fill this form in, including these three items at the bottom, these two items at the bottom, that gives some email address information. That information at the bottom will not be made public. It will be held by NIST as information that they have to follow up with you around the action cluster. The rest of this is basically in the format of a template for MediaWiki. And we ask that you fill it in with information that hopefully is fairly clear here on the right-hand side. Now, I can show you what this looks like when it's filled in. And in fact, now that you have edit rights, you can go and look at any of these yourself. So this form, this is the final form of what you would expect to see. But if I go to the edit, you'll see that the content here looks very much like that file. So the title, now it's filled in with the title rather than the description. The leader, this is a link to a LinkedIn page that lets people find Chris Bailey. The information, this is an image, so you saw back on this unedited page this image over here. You can create your own image and put it there, and go on down this list. You can see how other people have done it. And that should be very helpful as you go through this. Note that in areas like this where you're going to go to multiple lines, you can do that. The information will be correctly attributed to this description, for example. The difference being that this vertical line indicates the beginning of a new field, and anything after the equal sign, even if it's on a new line, will be, as long as there's no break line, it will be included as part of that description. And you fill all of these out, including these items at the bottom. There should, in fact, in this one be a year. You'll find it in the description file. So let me add that since it's missing here. This is a current one that should be completed this year, so I'm going to put it in as 2018. And then go down here. Once all this is filled in, in this particular case where we're actually submitting it, then you would click Save Changes. Now, I had been working on this Word document here that we wanted to edit. The description here is that this file, once it's completed with these 2 lines at the bottom, is something that we would like you to submit to NIST for approval as an action cluster. So if you would, fill all of this in and then mail it to Sokwu Ri at NIST, and he will give you an overview and an approval that you can then take the upper part of this, and you can just literally cut and paste from here. You can take this material once it's all filled in, copy it, and then go back to the entry point here. Now, to create a new page, we would ask that you go in, and you'll see up here this title reflects the content that's in the action cluster itself. And so what we would ask you to do is, if you're creating a new action cluster up here, let's say it's called anything, so Portland Light Post Sensors. Then if you now hit enter, what you will find is it creates a new page that's called Portland Light Post Sensor. And there's up here, there's a create button. And if you hit that create button, I'm not going to do it now because it will create that page. If you hit that create button, you will then open up the content of that page. And if you paste the cut and pasted content from this form into that page, what you will end up with is something that looks like this. So you will have this box, and you will have created all of this content. And once you've done that, you hit Save Changes, and you will now see this page correctly filled out for your action cluster. Hopefully that is clear. If you have any issues with this, please contact myself, Wilfred Pinfold. from the login page or Socru at NIST, and we will try to figure out what issues you have and get your page up. We're eager to get action clusters entered into the catalog for all the pages, and we look forward to seeing the results of your work. Thank you very much.